Hi everyone, my name is Julie, and today I'm gonna tell you how I passed my driver license exam in Russia. And it's been months ago, and it was the fifth time. Yeah, and I did it. So I got this thing. See, nothing special, just like piece of plastic, but you need to get it. So the first thing that I'm gonna tell you about is, for the record, I never driven any vehicle, nothing except a bicycle. So for me it was the first time when I was learning about mechanical transport, and for me it was everything new. So maybe that was also a deal, but I don't know. That's how it is for me. And the next part, when I actually remember, I started in August 2020, started learning everything about it, and I never got any problem with theoretical part because I am a good student. I write it down, I memorize it, I can do this part easy peasy. You probably have this, question: how do I actually pass it if I can't? I'm too nervous. What do I do? Yes, I was too nervous the first time when I passed it. Parking lot kind of thing was also nervous. My leg was always shaking. My left leg was always shaking. I was so damn nervous, and I wasn't prepared enough. I mean, as I said, I'd never driven any vehicle before, and it was my first time when I actually did that. And it was hard to learn something new. Even a month wasn't enough, and I was not really even sure that I can do that. In my first time, I failed it. Failed it big time. I mean, I almost passed it. I was there. I made four, score out of 5, and I knew that I could do that. Like, to the end of it, I was there parking in a parking lot, and I was there like, yeah, I'm like done. And my instructor asked me to let's park with the back. Yeah, the first time I failed, I was so devastated. Like, I couldn't do. I have perfection syndrome. I was about to leave. I was so devastated. Like, I made a mistake and I started crying, like, in the car. I was so damn mad at this inspector. Like, why he would do that? There was like a 50-50 chance that I would pass, or I would fail. And I failed it. Thanks a lot for this. If you're learning right now, like if you're worrying about it but you wouldn't pass, ask your instructor to train every possible maneuver during the training, because when you're going to pass it, you would probably wouldn't think about how should I do this, like in theory, because we never remember anything in theory, especially those times when you're like so damn not concentrated. Your mind is just like somewhere else. When I drive, like, my mind doesn't really think. If I didn't do this before, I don't know what to do. I don't have time to think, I have only time to panic. So if you haven't done this maneuver before, you have to ask your instructor to show how to do that. It's the only way to make your exam successful from the first time. And we never did this before with my instructor, and I kind of was mad at her too, and I didn't even speak to anyone. Like, I just left, started crying the whole. I was so damn devastated. I was mad and I was sad. I had feeling a lot of things at the same time. I was like crying for 2 hours. But I'm thankful for this time, so I got over everything. So, okay, the next time I got November 10th, November, I passed it 2 times, then I failed it. The second time when I was passing, I made a mistake. Yeah, I actually never even got to the parking lot. I stopped in a circle, kind of route, and I was waiting. I was, you know, waiting when the car would pass, and there was more time. And behind me was a couple of cars, and I started moving backwards, and the car behind me started stop signing, and I failed. I failed my exam, and the third time I got into an accident, almost got into an accident. The whole route was fine, and almost at the end, in the circle road, I was about to go to the parking lot, and I saw the car, but I didn't let him pass. I didn't pass the car, and the instructor put on the brakes, and I failed my exam for the third time. The first time was in January 2021, almost at the end. There was before me a car, like, a student's car, when you drive, like other students driving. The car in front of me was moving too slow. I was about to return to my lane, and I did it too early, and the car behind me started swerving. So I also didn't pass it for the first time. Yeah, and the next time, it was a month ago, March 3rd, and I think that I did it all right, but I also scored 2. At the end, I think I was kind of playing with my turning signs, and because of it, when I passed it, when I was in the parking lot, I was so relieved that I finally did something like great. I got my driver license. Finally, I've been like working on this like for October, November, December, 4-5 months. Yeah, and I started calling everyone like, hey, I'm past it, and everything else. And thanks, guys. This is the whole story. I've been after the first time, when you're so devastated, you're mad and sad, you're gonna be fine, and your tolerance would be easier morally, and you can do this. Seriously, been thinking, I have a perfectionist syndrome, and I did that. And I think this situation kind of helped me to get over my perfectionism at some point, and I'm so grateful for this experience. And I think that, yeah, that was the first time when I actually failed something so hard. And if you wanted to ask me any other questions, please do comment down below, and I will be happy to answer and to help you get through your hard times getting your driver license. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I see you next time. Bye.